Hey music fans and deep thinkers, this is Ari Koinuma, and thanks for joining me for another episode of my Deep Thoughts and Deep Songs series. If you enjoy this video, there are a lot more of them at my website impactfulsongs.com. It's a website where I intend to create a community of people who look to music as a source of inspiration for healing from inside or change your life for the better. And so if you could, check out other videos, subscribe, leave me a comment with any suggestions, like suggestions of songs that you want me to listen and comment on, stuff like that. That would be great. I'll try to respond the best I can. So today I'd like to think about The Time Machine by the Winery Dogs, which is an awesome hard rocking song with soaring vocals. And I think the subject matter is something that we can all relate from time to time. Hopefully not too often, but the idea of lamenting wasted time from our life and feeling out of control as far as how we spend time. And wishing we could hop on the time machine and go back to previous point in time and do it over again. And this is a issue near and dear to my heart because life is a balancing act, and I'm constantly struggling with, alright, how am I going to spend this next hour? What is my priority? What needs to be done? What are the important things that need to get done in the day? I'm sure that's how it is with everybody's life. But the challenge comes from feeling like you don't have control over, you don't know what's important, and at the end of the day you just look back and go, man, where did that day go? Nothing good got done, and it's something that we can never take back. Couple insights about that is, well, first of all, of course none of us have like exact control over our life. We can't script our life and just make it go that way no matter how hard and diligently we plan it. But at the same time, what we do have control over is how we react or act in a given moment. And when you realize that and learn to wield that power, the control, because really the only thing that you have control over in your life is yourself. And so instead of trying to influence and control everything else that might be in your life, if you start focusing on, okay, I'm going to see if I can submit myself to my will so that I will do exactly what is right in each situation. I think that is, at least so far, I feel is the right choice or right approach to combating this sense of wasted time being spent against our intentions and feeling like you need a time machine. So I've been trying to make a habit. It's still in development. I can't do it quite as consistently as I like, and like yesterday I failed, but it does make a difference. I take a moment at the beginning of the day and write in my journal, alright, at the end of today I am going to feel proud of how I spent my day. I've balanced productivity and relaxing, and I balanced out different priorities so that at the end of the day I can look back and say, alright, I conducted myself in a way that I feel good about. Notice when I say that, I'm not talking about like what I plan to get done that day or whatever. And of course I have plans and lists and all that manages like what needs to get done. But this time I'm talking more about, again, how I conduct myself, not what I do. And it requires you to know what is important in your life, both in terms of your moral and ethical and spiritual sense, and of course in terms of priorities, like what are the big important things in your life that you want to get done. And being aware of those elements, then you can navigate each moment and say, I'm going to exercise my power to make myself do what is right. Right? I mean, like the cliche saying, do what is right, not what is easy. And I do feel that my batting average for having used my time in a way consistent with my values has improved by instituting this structure or habit, or by engaging this approach. And in the song, I mean, I relate to the sentiment. He's trying to control, get a hold of himself, but then so many of us just feel like, just have this statement, like, I can't help it. Well, really, I think that's the challenge, is to not surrender your power in those moments when you feel like you don't have control. And then the right way to do that is, at least the first step in that direction, is to realize that you do have the power. In fact, you are the only thing you have that power over. And focusing your will in that way makes it so much more cohesive. Where the rubber meets the road, it just what your efforts have more direct impact rather than trying to control other outer elements in your life. So if you are a kind of person who feel like you don't have control over yourself, you don't have control over your life, and then you have a lot of baggage about how your life turned out, how you spent your time, that's something worth considering, is to say, I'm going to apply this power to myself, and then I'm going to make myself do what is right to me. And it's a daily struggle. It is for me, at least. But it's a fight worth fighting. So I hope you join me in appreciating this song and the important insights that the song brings to our life, and use this song and the feelings contained as an inspiration for changing life for the better.